Seven of eight in the queue, 7 of 8 in the queue. Hoping to open something sweet. Give me something nice to eat. Wart the Raid Mother, huh? It's a thought. Also a Jungle Shrine, Falconwrath Noble. Agony Warp is really good. Sure. Let's give Wart a shot, I guess. Well, Falconwrath Noble is so good, and Jungle Shrine is good fixing, and I'm really, really valuing fixing. Part of me just wants to take this Falconwrath Noble. I don't know if Wart is really bomby enough as a 6-drop. You need other stuff to make it work. It's not like the win the game 6-drops that exist in this format. Let's try this Falconwrath Noble. A lot of guys just don't have answers to this. If this was like a different tri-land, like one that had blue or black in it, I might value it more. I've been kind of dissatisfied with the Naya strategies. Green-white is just not a place I really want to be. I don't want to be base red either, but red is a good support color. Desecration Demon, huh? Well, there's a bomby dude. What was taken from this pack? A foil? Alright, so that doesn't really... No, an uncommon. Interesting. Yeah, well, I think we're taking Desecration Demon. It's with our colors so far, which is just the one guy. And I think it's just more powerful than anything else in this pack. I mean, this guy can finish off games. He's not super reliable, but he often gets there. Just edicting your opponent once a turn is decent against a lot of the aggressive decks. The problem you get into is that sometimes you can't really afford to attack with him. And then they get to just sit there and build up their board and they don't have to sack guys to him. When he's just a 6/6 wall, he's not that strong. Foil Grafdigger's Cage, huh? It's also a Denrova horror, which is pretty good. Been pretty high on these Denrova horrors. Is a foil Grafdigger's Cage worth any more? Nope. Figured as much. Well, I like these Denrova horrors. I like building the slower control decks. Let's grab it up. Opportunity, Dimir Guildgate, Grizzly Spectacle. I think I'm favoring removal more than card draw, even though I want a slower format. Or I believe it's a slower format. The removal is pretty key, and it goes pretty quickly, and you can find other sources of card advantage. I think we take this Grizzly Spectacle. Non-artifact creature is important. I slipped up with that once. Arcane Sanctum, huh? Sounds good. None of the rest of this is really that attractive. Mana Fixing, please. Mana Fixing is pretty important in this format. Augur Spree, huh? Could we get there with Augur Spree? There's also a Compulsive Research, which is more in our colors. Augur Spree is pretty good, though. It's usually just a 3-mana Grizzly Spectacle. Compulsive Research is tempting, though. There's also Dimir Guildgate, more fixing. Is this the time where I should be taking the fixing? And I keep telling myself I should be taking the fixing, but then I don't take the fixing? Huh. Gonna take the Compulsive Research. It's just such a good card draw spell, and it means maybe I don't have to fix as much. I like Familiar's Ruse, actually. I don't get to see it very often, but I think it's good. I think we'll pick it up. I would want something else to pop back to my hand, but if I'm Esper, then I'm likely getting there. I could be Esper. 2-mana counterspell is pretty good, and when you're bringing back something you want to bring back anyways, super good. Yeah, this is shaping up decent blue-black deck. I mean, at worst, this is a Dimir Guildgate. We could go red, we could go white. We could go 4-color if we find more fixing. What do we see? Entomber Exarch? Yeah, sure. That's a dude. He's pretty good. Sometimes you just take a land drop from your opponent's hand and then they can't do anything and they lose the game. Sometimes you take their opportunity and you avoid having that befall you. We want signets, given that we're loading up on the 4-drop slot here. Dimir signets, please. I'll take 3. Maybe I'm picking too fast. I picked too fast, I think. Just a little bit. Because then we sit and wait and stare at nothing. Augur of Bolus. Augur of Bolus seems decent. Right now it fetches a decent number of things. Grisly Spectacle, Compulsive Research, Familiar's Ruse, which I guess is less tricksy when... Oh, something's wrong with my mouse. Which is less tricksy. Oh, my mouse. No. Cleaning off my mouse. This is a lot of nothing. This is a lot of nothing that we want. Well, if the fixing doesn't get there, Shimmering Grotto. I really don't like Shimmering Grotto. It's a desperation fixing, but fixing is fixing. I've oftentimes had the mana to cast things, but not the right color mana. Shimmering Grotto at least solves that problem. It's not a very good card, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really big on it, but being the 4-color good stuff deck sometimes means you got to suck it up a little bit. Because if you get there as the 4-color good stuff deck, ooh, I think it is good. I see myself, or I'm able to get the 4-color good stuff deck a little bit more often when I'm on Burial Rites. Sure. In paper, I'm not really getting it that much online. I think a lot of people are going that strategy online, and my local meta just doesn't seem to appreciate it yet. I think it's pretty strong, though. It's where I like to be in this format. Dimir Guildgate. Yes, please. Alright, so we're probably Esper. Maybe we get a little bit of red in here. Maybe we get a little bit of white. Orzhov Guildgate will help if we will go for the white. Another Augur, sure. And another Shimmering Grotto for the desperation scenario. Broodmate... Ooh, Blood Moon. Well, we can't pass Blood Moon. It's just worth too much money. How much are you worth? You are worth $11. Yeah, we can't pass you. We're not even really that crazy on Broodmate Dragon. I guess really the pick would be Tower Gargoyle. Dimir Guildgate, Azorius Guildgate. We're hoping to wheel one of them, but I can't pass up $11. $11? It's a $25 draft. You pick up just straight $11. I like that. You don't have to win many games when you already start off with $11. Alright, we're never going to play you. In fact, we're the opposite of playing you. We're the super not play you. Seance, huh? Seance. Man. Man, do we pick Seance? Do we live the meme dream? This card is actually pretty good. Tower Gargoyle's a house as well, but Seance is like... I think it's actually good. We're going to give Path to Exile. I think we'll take that. We could be playing Agony Warp too, but Path to Exile is actually worth a little bit of money to boot. How much is Path to Exile worth? Less than $1. Still, it's probably the best card here. Agony Warp is also solid, but Path is just unconditional. I like that aspect. Sometimes you need to kill a Dinrova Horror. Sometimes you need the creature to be exiled as opposed to die. There are reasons. Is it Signet? Another Augur of Bolas. The Augur of Bolas plan is actually almost a little bit of a non-bow with Seance. Am I really an Is it Signet deck, though? What am I going to do in red? I'm leaning more towards white, and I already don't have the fixing for the white. Another Augur of Bolas. Why not? It's a 1-3 at minimum, usually. And that's sometimes important. There's enough aggressive decks in the format that you care about having some 1-3s. Just to stop their... Even the mid-range decks, just to stop their 2-2s from beating in. I don't know if I really want to run all of these, but who knows? Maybe we just get there with Seance. We find Gifts Ungiven. Suddenly, we've got a stew, baby. Seance, Unburial Rites, Gifts Ungiven. Oh, we will live the sickest of dreams. Where's my Gristlebrand, then? The Esper Seance Gristlebrand Unburial Rites deck. Just disgustingly unbeatable. Arcane Sanctum, huh? More fixing in the colors I need. There's a Gideon's Lawkeeper here, but these tri-lands are pretty important to what we're trying to do here, especially if I'm doing this Seance thing after all. I do want to try out this card. I don't know if it's really that good, and I don't really have a lot of white here, so I'm kind of specking a little bit. Mistraven, Grizzly Spectacle, Azorius Signet, Mystical Teachings. Man, if I could just take this pack, I'd be pretty happy. Do we want a Signet? Or do we want a Grizzly Spectacle? Mistraven is also really good. I think I need the fixing, though. As rough as that is, I think we need the fixing. Another Unburial Rites. I already have one. I don't have targets for the Unburial Rites. I think Grixis Slave Driver is more our speed. Get something to target with the Unburial Rites first, because we risk not running either of them. If I get this Grixis Slave Driver, I think we're good. Yeah. Dimir Guildgate, Mystical Teachings. I have Path to Exile, Familiar's Ruse, Grizzly Spectacle. Part of me just wants to take this Guildgate, get better fixing faster. I don't know. This is like around the time where we want to be picking up a Mystical Teachings, though. Like, I know they go fairly late, but because usually people get their fill of them. We need more fixing, though. Cower in Fear? Sure, Cower in Fear. Although Forbidden Alchemy is actually also what we're looking to do. With this Seance plan, with Unburial Rites. Yeah, let's Forbidden Alchemy. Forbidden Alchemy, find our Seance. Dump some other stuff in the bin. Ooh, Tower Gargoyle makes it around. Well, I think I'll take that over in Orzhov Guildgate. This guy is just a house. Does not die to Grizzly Spectacle, by the way. Non-artifact creature. I got caught by once in Paper Draft. Boros Guildgate, Tandem Lookout, Ogre Jailbreaker. Do I care about any of these? I might play this Tandem Lookout. Rewind. Wow, this is a late Ground Assault. Take the Rewind. I don't think I'm looking to splash red, although I could have just picked up the free tools. Just, wow, Gideon's Lawkeeper. There's a Pit Keeper as well. Man, this Lawkeeper is just so good, though. These tappers. We'll take a Night Terrors, sure. For the sideboard. We could, for now, play this Rewind as well. So this is not quite a deck, but it's only 2 packs. Pilfered Plans. Yes, I'll actually play that. Ranger of Eos. What is he fetching? Gideon's Lawkeeper right now? We have Core Skyfisher, some Signets that don't quite work for us. What do you do, Ranger of Eos? You fetch a Lawkeeper. That's it right now? It's not super exciting. But none of the rest of this is that great. Take another Slave Driver. It's an option. Maybe it's the better option. Huh. Do I want another Grixis Slave Driver? Could just take a Skyfisher. This guy's also solid. Yeah, let's just take a Skyfisher. Pass up on these other guys, I think. Just get a nice early body to do stuff. Azorius Guildgate, Dimir Guildgate. We have options. I think I want this Dimir Guildgate. Maybe we get the Azorius one on the wheel. Maybe. The Lone Missionary is also a thought. Wow, Extractor Demon. Wow, Extractor Demon. Alright. Well, we're playing an Extractor Demon. 5/5 flyer. I can unearth it. I can do all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I like this guy. Inquisition of Kozilek. I don't think it's great in this format, but we're not really doing anything else here. Let's get our ones out here. It's also worth a little bit of money. That Blood Moon, though. Ooh, that ought to tide us over. Is Blood Moon the most valuable card I've opened yet? I don't remember. It might be. Hard to top Blood Moon. I think... What? Did I don't remember. Blood Moon is sweet, though. $11. Right there. Right on the tin. Sin Collector? I like Sin Collector. Enter the battlefield effect. I get to see the guy's hand, see what I'm up against. I like it. So what are we starting to cut here? Maybe this rewind. Another core Skyfisher. Are we the Delirium Skynes deck? I think we aren't. I don't think any deck is really the Delirium Skynes deck, if I want to be honest. There's no fixing relevant to us. Guess we take a Skyfisher. We want more fixing. More fixing. This is not enough. Lingering Souls. Wow. I have my choice of Lingering Souls or Denrova Horror. Man, Lingering Souls is so good. Denrova Horror is good for us too, but Lingering Souls is just... Oh, sick city. Here's a Dimir Signet. I think I'd take that over in Orzhov Guildgate. More signets, please. More fixing, please. I might run a Pit Keeper. We're kind of getting there on Pit Keepers. We're probably cutting some of these Augurs of Bolus now that we have better stuff. Huh. Lone Missionary? Sure. We might even main deck it. I think this Tandem Lookout doesn't make it. I'm not really big on this Rewind. Yes, yes! More fixing. I don't think we need this Grixis Slave Driver at this point. Extractor Demon, Seance, Unburial Rites. I mean, just wow. We're getting there. What do I not care about? I don't care about any of this. I'll just pretend I draft more of these. I guess we could run this in the sideboard. Sure. Sure. Alright, so the deck. We're kind of getting there. Just need to make one more cut. I'm going to cut the video here and we'll go to deck building.